They all agreed. Then he said, I give you all 3 months times. At the end of 3 months, I want you to come back to me and tell me about one great thing that you have done during the period. It can be anything. It will be the final judged. Choose the right man for my daughter after I have had and that you perform during this period. So the Bhimrao said that I give you a 3 month. In this 3 month period, you have to do one great thing. Based on this only, I can going to select which one is the best for my daughter. The three shooters agreed to spend the next 3 months during their dead in their own way. They wishes each of the good luck and went their separated away. Then all of the three shooters are agreed with the bull, agree with the conditions, and they all get good blessings and good lucks and spread away to spend their 3 months. After 3 months, they meet a Bhimrao's house. A big across had gathered to help the Bhimrao choose the right one. After the 3 months, what happened? All the three shooters come to the Bhimrao's house, and the big crowd gathered in Bhimrao's house to select or to help Bhimrao to choose the right one. Bhimrao has invited all the elder of the town also. He knew he would need the help of the elder to come to decision. Then the Bhimrao also called the head persons of their towns, because he want them to help him in taking a decision. After everyone has assembling, Bhimrao said, I am very happy that all three of you have done at least one great task and did during this period. Please tell us what that great um, that is. So Bhimrao said, after gathering all the people, Bhimrao said to all of them that I am very happy to looking you back by doing one great task. So now tell me what you do. The first suitors got up and said, my father died 2 months ago while I was going through these belongings and sorting out the accounts. It come to my notice that my father owned 10 lakhs to be businessman who has passed away a few months ago. I also knew that the businessman's sons had no idea about the money my father owned his family. I felt that I must be honest and clear my father's debt. So the first one stand up and he said that my father is died 2 month year ago. I was going through this belonging and sorting out his accounts. I can come to my choice that my father's owned 10 lakh to businessman who has passed away a few months ago. I also knew that the businessman's son has no idea of any money his family. I felt that I must too honest and clever by my father's debt. I went to the family and gave them a money, and fathers owned them. uh, if I didn't give it now, one would has realized that we own them his money. The family was in financial difficulty. They would have suffered, whereas I would have been reached by 10 lakh. So uh, the second shooter got up and said, "Last month I was doing through the forest when I had muffled screamed and a lot of noise. On investigation, I saw 5 to 6 thugs beating a young man who was crying, carrying a bag of money. Even though I was also I went to help him, and together we managed to overcome the robber." The two shooters had indeed related fine stories. All eyes turned to the third shooters. He stood up and said, "About a week ago, I was passing through the range of mountain next to the forest. I saw a man asleep on the edges of the mountain. When I went closer to him, I saw that he was the same man who had year ago depaid my father. He had run away with a lots of my father's money. He had to struggle for year to review our business. I felt like pushing him off the mountain." "Did you push him off them?" one of elder asked. "No. As I stood watching him, I saw that in his sleep he has shifted along to the edge of the mountain and could not roll off quite easily. In fact, if he moved even an inch, he would have fallen into the valley below and died instantly. I realized I didn't even need to push him down. He would probably died because of his own clearness. He shouldn't have gone to sleep so slept so close to the edge." "So you watched him fall to him died?" asked another elder. "Let me finish," the young suitor replied. "While I was standing the tree trying to make up my mind, it suddenly dawned on me that if I let him die, then there would be no difference between him and me. So I went to him and gently woke him up and advised him to get up and sleep at a safe place." Uh, there was minutes of silence when the young man finished his story. The Bhimrao looked towards to the edges and elders and said, "These three young men has behaved virtuously and shows great presence of mind. Which one of them do you think deserve to be my daughter's husband?" The elder wishes among themselves for a couple of minutes, and then one of them stood up and said, "We have discussed the dead down by all these men. They are needed, fine men, and have good qualities. By returning the money his fathers owned someone, the first suitor has shows great honesty, a quality very rare these days. The second suitor's bravery and courage is a fine example of how brave and helpful our young man should be. But it is our unanimous decision that the equality the third suitor has displayed is by far the best. It is not possible for any ordinary man to show such divinity. Such a forgiving and considerate nature is rarely seen. Therefore, we felt that your daughter should get married to him." Bhimrao promised to marry his daughter to the third shooter. He too believed that to forgive his driving. See, so in the rest of story, when all the three men are coming back after 3 months, one of them is asked that he have done a great work. All he returned all the money of his fathers, who is the business man owners. And the second one said that he show a great bravery by helping a one person from the robbers. And the third one said that he helped someone to save her life, or the person whose life he saved, he done a very good done a very bad behavior with her fathers. So then also he saved her life and let them forgive. So considering all the three people, so the elders of the town decided that the third one is best, because realizing and forgiveness nature is very rarely seen in today's person. So for you, the third one is best for your daughters. So Bhimrao decided to marry his daughter with the third shooters. So the moral of the story is forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. इट मीन्स अगर आप किसी को मदद करते हो और माफ़ कर देते हो, तो उससे आपका पास्ट तो नहीं बदल सकता, बट आपका आने वाला फ्यूचर काफ़ी अच्छा और अच्छा हो सकता है.